initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Allen. It is Cup, left side. And he's brought down at the 30, right near that line of gain.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk, and it was nearly a big play.
Yard, all that's needed. This is 3rd and inches. That's caught for the first. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. Big gain, 14 on the play. And the Bills have a first down. All right. Now things starting to pick up a little bit after a slow start, Brock. Last things fans want to see is a couple of uninspiring drives to begin a game.
Yep, they get the first and generate just a little excitement that we could see maybe our first touchdown here, or at least avoid another quick punt.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. He did well to shake off one tackle partner, but the next one got him. He's going to lose yards. Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Yeah, good point, good point. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now.
Right.
Looking from the gun, it's Allen. And this one is launched downfield. This is caught inside the 15. They rip off a huge chunk of field as the downs reset.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
Probably slipping.
What a spot for a big play, huh, Brock? It has him well into the red zone now with 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. The Bills get a perfect start. They've gone up 6-0. For the offense, you gotta love it, Brock. Points to begin the game as he runs it in for an opening drive touchdown.
And you've got one very happy running back right over there on the sideline right now. These backs, they do feel the pressure to find the end zone every single week. It's not easy to do. But to do it this early and get out of the way, big time.
Extra point try is good by Wright. And the Bills will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
It's my Rams team. I play with 0-4. Did do the draft with them.
The Bills kickoff team out there now as they'll send this away.
Once again, beginning journey.
Tootin now on the return. He's found room past the 50.
Oh,
To the 50.
my first kickoff turner.
And he is gone.
Yes.
Touchdown.
Let's go.
But when it's set up perfectly, Brock, and you get an exciting return man back there fielding it, wow,
Let's
there
go.
are not many plays in football more exciting than taking a kick back for 6.
Find those blockers.
First time I done did that.
And then step on the
Love it.
gas. So simple for me to describe, yet so tough to execute on the field.
Luke tacks on the extra point.
Barely got that.
Their own to tie it here early. What do you think, Brock? Can we get dueling kick return touchdowns, huh? Let's find out. The kick is away.
Oh, that kicking me jumping all over the
Turnable
place.
from the 2. Big at the end of that run back as he gets it just past the 20.
Computer because I damn sure didn't hit him.
All right, Bills to the line now. 1st and 10.
Yeah, so if you tapped in the last string,
They'll run here on first
definitely
down.
heard me say
This drive's quickly headed in the wrong
that I
direction.
purchased
First
a
play
game
set
in
down behind the line.
PC.
So some immediate revenge for
Here
that last
Friday.
play,
I
Brock.
can't wait.
I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away
Everything
the pain from giving up that big run the
so
prior play?
slow.
Not necessarily,
Trying to
because it
stream
really
on
does
this
take a
laptop.
group failure to give up a big run like that.
It's
in the
okay
NFL,
because,
but it also takes a whole lot of
I
teamwork
had
to
to
knock
learn.
him behind the sticks. Job well done there.
No, I know.
Gave away a couple on the first down run. Now it's going to be 2nd and 12.
No, I know.
Now movement as somebody goes early. And for the first time
Movement.
today, we're going to hear from our officials.
We
So tough to
got
stay set when you've got
movement.
defenders doing everything they can to make you jump. And, well, they got one of them to move that time.
Move.
So the false start backs them up 5. Here comes 2nd and long.
Alert! 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 What's that?
Operating from the gun, it's Allen. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll get it up to the
He was
27.
actually one of my
Gosh, I
favorite
really like
teams.
this receiver on that drag route in particular. Why? Because he's a
He
guy
was in
that
the line.
creates after the catch. They don't close quickly. He could take it to the house.
Six yards to go here. It's 3rd down.
Okay.
Hey, home!
Turn that down.
319! Alert! Look out!
They'll air it out on 3rd. And the defender's there to knock this away. That effort means it's 4th down.
D.
Now, they've been perfect to that point on the drive, Brock. First time we've seen this coverage force him into a misstep in a while.
I know you hear me talk all the time, Kate, about the rhythm of an offense, right?
Yep,
And I look
yep.
at it through those optics so much. But it's the same thing defensively. You've got to get a stop, see the ball hit the ground, to knock them out of that rhythm.
And a nice return out of him. They have it a little further up past their own
See what we
30.
can do.
First and 10 from the 32.
Here we go! Blue 32! Ready?
Tootin headed left.
Should have hit the
They
hole.
blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
Kate, I'll never forget walking into the Hall of Famer Dwight Freeney's meeting room with those defensive linemen. The late, great John Tierlink, his coach, he had a little sign up in his office, and it was sacks, and that money sign was the S, because ends and D linemen make their money with sacks. But you win games when they stop the run like that for a tackle for loss.
Short pass brought in. Decent gain here, but
catch.
short of the first.
It's not
Yeah,
just
good catch.
imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
To the line. Here's 3rd and 3.
Here we go! Here we go! Blast! Ready!
Trying to throw this from the gun. That one complete to St.
Good
Brown.
play.
And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there. And that's going to be good for an LA first down.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
Ready, set!
First and 10 from the 43.
Let's go! Check, hut!
They're going play action. He rolls to his right. Throw came out right as the defense got to
Almost
him.
was a
That's
pick.
incomplete pass. No luck finding his receiver that time. And it sets up 2nd down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so
Second down.
often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Green! Hut, hut.
Second down give to Tootin. And he's going to be brought down in enemy territory now at the 46.
Danger, Kate. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
First and 10 now from the 46.
Here we go, set. 60 red. 60 red.
Throwing now off the play action. That one doesn't find its man. Incomplete.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Ready, break.
After the incomplete pass, here comes second and 10.
Let's go now. Ready.
Running from the pistol, it's Tootin. And a great play is brought to an end as this one reaches the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 12 on that one, and the Rams have the first down.
That result right there is why coaches all across all levels of football on defense talk about good, solid tackling, Kate. It's not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when you can bring a guy down, you're able to keep them from piling on those yards.
And he got what he could there. Call it about 4 yards on first down.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's second and 6.
Down.
Second and 6.
52 blue.
I think he's going to be blitzing.
Pass play coming here. Here's a screen for Tootin. That screen out quickly, shut
He
down
didn't
behind the
use the
line.
play on the safety, which was smart.
That's the end of one. Both teams with a little luck finding the end zone early. Scoreboard showing 7s on each side. We'll return to Highmark Stadium in just a moment. Time for the second quarter of play. It's Rams football. They'll need a big play to continue a nice drive. It's third and very long. He's going to push one deep down the right. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. That's Cole Bishop. And the Bills will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
Yeah, I took a chance. I shouldn't throw the double coverage.
The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Pull it right into double coverage.
All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up first and 10. Play action now, Allen. Short pass caught by his tight end. The stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike.
Oh, you missed that
It's a
tackle.
13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
You damn hit
Good
that.
offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
Football's on the 48. Here we go. First down. Allen setting up play action. He's going deep. Has it down close. He will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with first and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone.
Yeah, I brought the
The analytics are pretty clear. It's
Corners
hard
up
to
and
move the
press.
ball in this
Cover
league
four.
with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive
Let's try
jump.
something.
You got to get the big play, and that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
it happens.
So after that big play, Brock, they need just that final yard here on first and goal. They'll try and punch it in. And he
Nice.
rolls through the defense for a touchdown. The Bills parlay the Brock. That was a touchdown that shouldn't have happened. That tackle should have ended it.
You try bringing down one of these NFL running backs in this case.
Okay, touche, partner.
They see that goal line. They smell
Still a
that
good
goal
game.
line. It is no sure
Gotta
thing
focus
to try
on
to bring
not
down one
turning
of
the
those
ball over
portions
anymore.
before they find pay dirt.
A lot of times I be taking chances, throwing the ball up, or trying to get it
Bills kickoff
between
team
the
out
DB
there
and the
now
safety,
as they'll
the
send
point and
this
the safety.
away.
I think I'm gonna play a little bit more conservative.
Tootin now on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down.
Let's see what that can do. But we're not doing
On the
horrible.
set.
Rams ready for this one. Here's 1st and 10.
Excuse me.
Ready?
Hand off to Tootin. Robbed by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
Ready up.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. Set.
Throwing from the gun here. That one is incomplete.
catch
Hang
that.
on through the contact.
That's a throw at this level. With so much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. That'd be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
Set. Ready. Yellow. 43. Cut. Cut.
Throw here, 3rd down. Knocked away and hits the ground, incomplete. That brings up 4th down.
That one really stings, Kate, because you want to convert there and not only keep this drive going for points, but because now you're giving your opponent a chance to go pad that lead before halftime. That's a no-no.
It's a nice running on that return. He gets it up past the 35. All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up 1st and 10.
Brown 80. Alert! 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 Alert!
So early movement from the backfield, Brock. They jumped the gun a bit, and that brings out the flag. There was a blitz coming, and that got somebody to panic and jump early. It cost them 5 yards. They're set back 5 by that false start. Now 15 yards to the marker. Blown back, it's the handoff. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. And lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Pressure coming. It's Allen. And again, an interception is dropped. Looked a whole lot like the last play, didn't it, partner? And again, the turnover escapes him. It's going to be 3rd down.
When that ball left his hands, Kate, he envisioned a massive play, and he nearly saw it happen for all the wrong reasons. What a great effort there defensively to track the ball and be in position to nearly pick it.
Avoided one crisis on the dropped pick. Now they're facing another 3rd and long. 3rd and long for him here. Setting up the screen. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
This dude's just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that 1st down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. Now a give on the counter. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. And it's 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
Back-to-back carries.
Defense.
Oh, man, nothing for him again, Brock. It has been a struggle all game as this one's quickly mocked up, too.
That linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field. All I'm thinking about right now, Kate's training camp. Because that's a middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
3rd and 4 coming up now. Allen to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And that's good for a Buffalo first.
At the 36-yard line.
319.
Dive play straight ahead. And he's got him 6 yards on that carry. It's 2nd down.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. Another carry for him. He has room past the 25. He's going to take this down to the 11-yard line. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
That's just not the guy defensively if you ever want the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Up the middle they go with Bigsby. Keeps himself upright. And the ground game works for the touchdown. The Bills grow their lead just before halftime. Well, he found himself some space to work, and from there, all athleticism as he made his way in for 6.
You know, you run the ball down in the red zone, Kate, you're not always thinking touchdowns, right? Space is so hard to come by. But you're exactly right. His athleticism, his explosion, his speed will put 6 on the board for the offense.
That one splits the uprights. And the Bills double their lead to 14. The Bills kickoff team out there now as they'll send this away. Tootin now on the return. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down.
Ready, set.
1st and 10 from the 32.
Ready.
St. Brown, the receiver, in motion right. They'll throw to begin this drive. Finds him over the middle. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
32.
They'll run now on 2nd down. And whatever they were trying to do there is not going to work. Defenders all over it, so they take him down for a loss. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
Black 40. Red, cycle. Ready.
They'll throw 3rd and long. Throw left side, and St. Brown has it. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. 7 yards on that pickup. And that's going to be good for an LA 1st down. Double coverage, deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
And this one's going to move him all the way down to the 25-yard line. Now the Rams will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
10 at the 25-yard line.
Sets him up nice and pretty at the 25 following that big play.
Set, hut. Ready?
They'll throw here on first. That's complete to St. Brown outright. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line. Timeout taken by Los Angeles. It's second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
A whole bunch of credit goes to just about everybody on that offense. Guys up front, and to give the QB enough time to let that play develop. Excellent effort by that receiver to stay alive and for the quarterback to scan the field and find his completion.
Set, hut.
They are throwing it again. He's got it. That is an LA touchdown. The Rams make it a one-score game before halftime. It's a Puka Nacua touchdown. Well, great work there, Brock. They weathered the storm, and now they've gotten themselves right back into this ball game.
Anybody who's played this game has been here before. The game doesn't start the way you want. You're in a big hole, and all you can do is climb out of it. And the words of Pete Carroll resonate. It's not how you start, it's how you finish.
An extra point is up and through by Luke. And the Rams chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. Just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. This return starts at the 5. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Down to 12 seconds before halftime as they come to the line. On first down, Allen. And that's going to fall incomplete. We're down to 9 seconds left. Tough one to retain through that hit. So second down coming up.
No surprise to see the quarterback go back to that well. That security blanket that's been his tight end all game long. But finally, this defense has an answer.
Taking a shot deep here. Well, a little bit of big completion, Brock, if not for that middling defender who knocked it away. It sets up third down.
Just cannot afford right here, Kate, to go 3 and out. Not when you watched your counterpart score a touchdown. Gotta cling to that lead and find a way to convert this third down. It's a big one. And cut off some of the mojo from the other side.
One last play before the break. They'll run it here on third down. He cuts it back right. And he's going to have this up near the 40, just a little bit short of it. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports.
Number 14,
Brock and I will be back
his way.
right after this.
We got to play some good defense.
Tyler Luke set to kick off.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up first and 10. Working from the gun, it's Allen. It is Cup, left side. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. That's 16 on the pickup. And the Bills have a first down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
First down throw for Allen. That one's complete, right side. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just
Other
need a
than that,
safe, short gain on a
pretty
throw,
decent
it's
game.
a go-to route to target.
5 still to go here. This is second down. Running it now out of the gun.
Reed.
He's down very close to that first, but
Good cut.
looks like he is stopped just in time after a gain of 4.
Really good patience right there. It's hard to do for runners in this league because these holes close up so fast, but he was patient, he was explosive, and he got a nice little gain on the ground.
Allen on 3rd and short. Has him on the quick hitter. That short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. A tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
New set of downs from 37.
Alert!
1st and 10. Here's Allen. Hits him on the out route. Has room inside the 25. And he's finally stopped right at the start of that red zone. Down at the 20. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
You want to start a good debate sometime, Kate? Go in an NFL locker room and ask which position is the best athlete. The big guys, the left tackles will tell you it's them. The corners will tell you it's them. I'll tell you what, these tight ends of today, the way they can run, break tackles and get in the open field, they truly are some of the best athletes on the team.
It's a double-digit gain, 10 yards, and now they've got 1st and goal.
What a great sign to start the second half for this offense, because with a lead, well, the ground game becomes your best friend, the centerpiece for the offense, trying to chew up that clock.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal.
Round 80!
From the gun, it's a get to Bixby. And he gets them a little closer to the end zone, down to the 6. He'll get 3, but much work left for him on 2nd and goal.
SOS. You hear me talk about it between the 20s a lot. Stay on schedule. But it comes into play 1st and goal situations too, because a run like that now, well, leaves that whole playbook wide open for you.
Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete. This one misses the tight end. And that brings up 3rd and goal. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Bronk. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches. The heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete. You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
They want the touchdown on 4th and goal. They're going for it from the 3. He'll throw it. Buying some time right. And they take this in for the score. The Bills grow the lead coming out of halftime. Josh Allen, the touchdown.
What an absolute bonus for this offensive coordinator when you've got a QB that can create. What a nightmare for a defense as they just get run on.
Right on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Bills double their lead to 14. The Bills kickoff team out there now as they'll send this away. Tootin now on the return. Making some progress here. He's going to reach that 34-yard line before he stopped.
Okay, break.
LA bringing the offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10.
Set, punt. Red, 3rd, set.
Now here he goes on the boot. Connects on the crosser. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Throwing off the play fake. St. Brown's got it. Complete. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable. It creates space to take that shot downfield.
Handoff on second and short. Excellent play defensively as they get to him behind the line. That's going to bring up third down. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
No, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
Ready.
From the gun on third down. And as that one falls incomplete, all eyes shifting to the flag that was thrown. If it's defensive, we got a first down here. They got the interference call on third down, and that keeps this drive going with a new set of downs.
Back ready. Yellow, 22. Fight, quick. Fight, white. Hut.
They go play action on first down. Going deep here for the end zone. And he will have the Los Angeles touchdown. The Rams start the second half with some needed points. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the touchdown. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Has this at the 6. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
At their own 22-yard line.
Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this first and 10. Design bootleg here. Headed out right. Now here he goes. He's taken down, but not before he gets this one to the 41. So 20 yards on that play. And that's good for a Buffalo first.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Hard to stop when you playing coverage. Take away the
Big
pass.
shot to begin the drive has him up beyond the 40.
Quarterback can run.
Allen now on first down. Throwing the out route complete. And they get him out just before he can move those chains, partner. It's a gain of 9 on first down.
I know I could sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative when the best of them make it look oh so easy.
Just a yard left to go on second down. Allen on the play action. Finds him on the crossing route. And he's going to be stopped, but not before he gets him all the way down to that 15-yard line. It's a massive 35-yard pickup, first down.
He just made a difficult throw to the outside look elementary, Kate, and that's not easy. The placement, excellent. And it helped set his target up to put some more yards on that stat sheet.
Into the red zone after that big pickup. It's first and 10 from the 15. From the red zone on first. Gets it to him on the screen. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
Chance here for one final play before the end of our quarter. To the air again, Allen. He brings it in. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills stretch their lead on the final play of the third.
Good play there.
Well, in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this two-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
Just one quarter remaining in this one. And when we resume play, it'll be with a kickoff.
I'm streaming. OBS is like
The Bills kickoff team out there now
froze,
as they'll
so
send this
I
away.
don't know if anybody's in the chat box. But I don't think
Let's
it's
take this
anything
at the
from
10.
OBS.
This makes it up to the 25.
But I'm streaming. I can see the screen. I think some parts of OBS is froze. So anybody out there, I'm here. Once again, trying to create more content. Sundays, 8 p.m.
Offense all
Eastern
set.
time.
Here's first and 10.
That's when I'll do my big live. I'll start doing more days. But
Tootin gets it from the gun. And he will have
just
this
kind of
across
starting
that
out.
40-yard
So
line before they manage
trying
to
to build
stop
my
him. Give him 18 yards
community
on that
up.
play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
Run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know you can set the table for more.
Back to pass on first and 10. Toward the
Good
sideline,
catch.
and he's got it. He's going to bring this down to their 35. They manage 22 on the rip and a first down.
That's such a good example, Kate. You don't have to be an elite runner to be a good thrower of the football on the run. The same fundamentals, the attention to detail to be a good pocket passer, they show up on the run as well. That's an excellent job getting the completion.
Finds a seam down the middle. And they have this well into the
Good
red zone
catch.
now at the 15. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And the Rams have the first down.
10 cycles. Let's go. 60 red. 60 red. Set, go.
Inside give here for Tootin. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Here we go. 45. White. Ready. Ready.
Working now from the gun. He's got a man left. And this one doesn't go far.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Ready.
Throw here, third down. Bails out of the pocket quick. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. It's the exact opposite of what this offense needed. They now face fourth down.
Kate, this is one of those times and moments that even though it's been years and decades, I could still hear the great Mike Holmgren saying to me, after I tried to scramble as a QB that couldn't really run like our guy today, and he would say, oh, Brock, bless your heart. Oh, bless your heart. And really what he's saying is don't ever try that again.
Oh, and that's not going to do it. He hooked it. The kick no good. Wide left. And that's going to keep the difference at 14 points.
Well, Well, there's certainly never, ever a guarantee from that distance, but that's one you'd expect to be in your kicker's range. You hate to have a drive come away with nothing. That's exactly what happened.
Flushed out of the pocket. This is thrown towards a defender instead, and he's the one who makes a play on football. That's not what this offense wants. Incomplete on first down.
A small little jab there, finally landed by the defense, able to break up one of these passes, but let's be real. We know who's been landing the heavy punches all game long. Looks like they're going to keep being aggressive too, Kate. I love that. Stay on the gas.
After the incompletion, still at that 31-yard line, 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. Short pass brought in. And that is a big hit right after that catch, so the play limited to maybe just a couple yards.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. To the air on 3rd and long. All the left side. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the 4th down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
That's taken on the 7. And he puts together a nice little return there before they're able to bring him down.
At their own 19-yard line.
Offense to the line. Again, trips right to start out.
Set. Flat. 95. Set.
Airing it out to start this drive. Into the hands of his running back, Tootin. And some excellent work to drive them all the way up past the 30-yard line. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's going to be good for an LA first down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Ready. 50. Green.
To throw here on first down. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
Back to the air they go on 2nd down. Got a lot behind this one. Downfield it goes. Forces one through double coverage. Oh, it's intercepted. The rookie from Oklahoma has it. And the Bills have it as he records the first interception of his young career.
Kate, when a team spends a premium pick on the DB, in my opinion, you've got to be able to take the ball away. So many guys can run really fast, cover really well. But the difference makers find a way to create those interceptions.
The Buffalo offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10.
Lost my focus.
Thrown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And they push him out just as he gets back to the line. 2nd down coming up.
That's not an excuse to lose.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, and they got him tackled behind the line. But a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Allen. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he's tackled for a short gain.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up to 3rd and 6.
We've hit the 2-minute warning here in Buffalo. Bills on their way to their 3rd win of the year. They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6.
56. 180. What's that?
No throw, 3rd and long. Completed to his running back. And he's brought down after a short gain.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter, but they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
The Bills with a punt team out there. It'll be Daniel Whelan doing the honors. Fields this at the 19. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return.
First down 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Got it.
Starting out trips right here. 1st and 10.
Down. Ready.
Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be driven out, but a nice pickup. Gain about 8. 2nd down.
Translatable skills. That's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates now as a receiver in the open field.
Hits him on the out route. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. And for somebody who's been picked off like he has, Brock, you gotta admire his determination to keep attacking these coverages.
Yeah, that is risk. Right into double coverage yet again. But this guy's got what I call a high belief factor in himself.
Completed over the middle. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. He'll gain 11 on that play. And the Rams have the 1st down. It's a handoff to Tootin, running right. Makes his move towards the sideline. And he is in for the touchdown. Still unlikely, Brock.
Yeah.
It's not entirely over just yet.
Still in this game.
And that right there is why you continue to feed a running back. Definitely the most we've seen him do with any touch this game. And that is exactly what the doctor ordered.
All right, here we go. Huge play for the Rams, going for 2. Here he is to throw. He has it. Ooh, and he can't shake the defense. They track him down in the backfield, and this 2-point attempt fails.
27.
15 seconds left. Their only option is to get this kick back. And the Bills are going to recover the football, and that should lock up this win. And he'll be brought down after getting it to the 47-yard line. Into the victory formation they go, Brock, here on 1st down.
All right, y'all, that was a good game.
That's a
Thanks
designated
for
keeper for Allen.
checking me out. Me out of here. I'll take that one on the chin.